How much would you need to deposit in an account now in order to have $6,000 in the account in 10 years? Assume the account earns 7% simple interest. Round your answer to the nearest cent. Where do we begin? We know we have a finance problem. Specifically, we know that we have a simple interest finance problem. What are the formulas that we have that deal with simple interest? Well, we have the interest equals PRT formula, interest equals principal times rate times time. And we have the other formula that deals with simple interest, A equals P times 1 plus RT. The first one has to deal with interest. The second one has to deal with a future amount in an account. So our first job is to determine which of these two formulas would be a good one to work with this finance problem. So, how much would you need to deposit into an account now? What are we looking for? We're looking for how much we would need to deposit in an account. In other words, we are looking for our principal. So that's the unknown. What are we told? In order to have $6,000 in the account, $6,000 in the account is talking about a future amount. So we know that 6,000 is our A value. Next, we're told 10 years. And 10 we know is a time. 10 years is a time, so we're also given a T value. And then finally, assume the account earns 7%. So now we've got a percent going on here, right? 7%. That's our rate. Our rate is 7%, or 7 divided by 100, which if we move the decimal 2 places to the left is actually 0.07. So we don't know P, we know A, we know T, and we know R. Which of the two formulas is going to be the better one to choose? Well, hopefully you agree with me that the second formula, which involves A, P, R, and T, is the one that's going to fit our bill. Let's take that formula. Future amount equals principal times 1 plus RT. And let's substitute in the information that's given to us. In place of A, we're going to put 6,000. P, we don't know, so we're going to leave that as a variable. R, we do know R, and that's 0.07. And we do know T, and that's 10. So to solve this problem, we're going to take 6,000 equals P times 1 plus 0.7 times 10. And if we do that, let's just fix that really fast. Let's simplify what is inside that parentheses. 0.07 times 10 is just going to give us 0.7, and 1 plus that is just going to give us 1.7. What we have now is a very simple linear equation. 6,000 equals P times 1.7. And how do we solve for P, our principal, which is unknown? Well, we have to isolate the P. But since the 1.7 is multiplied by the P, we use that multiplication division property of equality. We're going to divide both sides of our equation by that value 1.7. Doing so leaves us with 6,000 divided by 1.7 equals P. And then we pull out our calculator or our cell phone or Desmos, and we find that P is approximately 3,529.411765, etc., etc., etc. Rounding our answer to the nearest cent gives us that P is equal to $3,529.41. If we look to our nearest hundredth, the number next to it is small, so we're going to stay at 3,529.41. And it's that simple. If you have any extra questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Good luck.